Hey everybody. Today we're in Brazil, down in Zorg, uh, not too far off the coastline, at a very cool airport. It's one of my favorites down here as far as uh, scenery goes. It's very detailed, a lot to look at on this airport. I mean, you can walk up and down here for about an hour and just check stuff out. It's got a lot of stuff. And as you can hear, the audio on it's got a lot of activity going on. And this airport is right smack in the middle of a residential area. So let's go ahead and get inside. We'll get this girl fired up right quick. I'm going to go through a real quick startup here. Okay, we'll check electricals, fuel, and pressure. Everything is good. It's in the green. Let's go ahead and start the right engine. Yeah. Open up our cowling flaps here. And let's get the avionics on. Hey, controls feel good. Taxi out. We're pretty close to the building here, so across the dirt. And this is runway 29 we're getting ready to get on, and the ERB is showing it's runway 1, I think 1936 or something like that, but it's wrong. I've had a couple airports down in Brazil area with bad info as far as the airport information goes. It's just not right. So you really can't trust the field elevations and runway information when you're looking at that ERB. So, all right. Again, really cool airport. You can spend a lot of time here looking around. When we take off and do a flyby, you'll see how well this thing is packed into a neighborhood. One thing I do want to check, I want to make sure my weight is she was a little heavy. Okay. Let's go ahead and match up the heading indicator. And we're off. The Beech uses up pretty much all of that runway. You can get a DC-3 in and out of that airport with no problem as long as it's not loaded too heavily. If she's loaded, you probably won't get off that runway.
Lotus 6 is type Beechcraft Beech, 2 miles west of Zorg, and hoop 600 feet. Request flight following.
Lotus 6, Paramaribo Center. Squawk 11 Tree.
Look how populated this area is.
Squawk 11 Tree, Lotus 6.
Lotus 6, radar contact 2 miles southwest of Zorg and hoop 1,100 feet. QNH 101 Tree.
So here's the runway down here off my left side.
Lotus 6.
This thing is right smack in the middle neighborhoods. So it's tight and it's very hard to find sometimes. Usually what I end up doing is finding this bridge. And once I find the bridge, I'll go ahead and turn to the east of the river. And it'll get you close to where you can see the runway a little better. But out at a distance, it's very hard to see. They have a nice little cargo section here at this airport. So, you know, in your flights, if you want to fly some cargo in and out of the place or as a base station, whatever, this is pretty cool because they've got a few places that got nice cargo scenery there. A lot of these hangars are open. The airport identifier is Sierra Mike Zulu Ocean, and as you saw, it's a small airport. It's in the city of Paramaribo in Suriname, and it's 3 kilometers, 1.9 miles really, west of the Suriname River. Of course, it's a public airport, and it's actually a hub for Blue Wing Airlines and Air, which is kind of cool. That's quite a small area for them to be operating out of, but obviously they stay busy there. Elevation's 10 feet. And the runway is definitely runway 11 and 29, 2,461 feet long, and of course it was asphalt. So I think this airport opened up in 1952. It also says in here that the only regular international service is to Georgetown, Guyana, with flights operated by Trans-Guyana Airways and Air, with smaller propeller aircraft. It makes sense. So yeah, they have flights in and out there on I think on an unscheduled basis. Pretty sure. Scenery looks good down here in this area. Looks pretty good. There's not a whole lot of population down here. It's scattered about. You can see the residential area over here, but it's very spread out. the main part of the town of Hoop, North Hoop is over here. They're on the map, it picks it up. So you can get your plane into some of those. Now, you know, whether they're a legal airport or what, I don't know. Could be used for various things. But there are a lot of them down here if you look for them. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put the slew on. We're going up this way.
Lotus 6 contact pin gel approach on 129.2. Good day.
Going to 129.2, Lotus 6.
All right.
Lotus 6, wind calm, cleared to land runway 11.
Clear to land runway 11, Lotus 6.
Bring the gear down. We got one notch of flaps. Look how red the water is on the river. It's incredibly red.
6, exit runway when able.
And we'll set the brakes. So there we go. Not a bad area to fly down here in the southern Brazil area. Yeah, I would suggest you check out Zorg Hoop. Really a cool airport to check out, especially flying a helicopter around, or some light tail draggers, whatever. But yeah, you can look at that airport for quite a while if you wanted to walk around and look at it. It's pretty cool. A lot of stuff to see, a lot of audio to it. So yeah. All right. Hope you enjoyed the flight. We'll talk to y'all later.